Alrighty, my friends. The old 300 oil fuel gen build. Done that one a few times. Or 600 oil. We're doing 600 oil, which is 20 refineries for 16 blenders, because we unlocked the blenders earlier. Then we went on a little bit of a trip to unlock the blender recipe for the oil, which is 133.33 fuel generators. So, I think I'm going to build the fuel generators first, even though that's the biggest part of it, because I already have the base to that built. I'll need to figure out how all that fuel will flow, because that's going to be a lot of fuel. We'll also have to figure out how the water is going to go into this guy. But I want to build the fuel generators, because that's going to just take a while here. So I was thinking I could build another level next to that, but that means that thing will be going through that level of generators, won't it? Or did I stop that right at the end where I can do that? Let's get the generators built first. I have a feeling this is going to be right in the way, this thing. Which is why I didn't build another level to the side here. I guess the question will be, can I build through that? I know I can't deconstruct those. I've tried. Let me see if I can build through that thing. I have a feeling I will not be able to build through that. Power. Fuel generator. Well, maybe I can if I place it right. So if I want to line it up with what we have, this would be kind of right inside of this guy. Which would probably be... How do I have these lined up? Let me check. I have this one. Okay, I don't know exactly how I'm going to line these up, so let me line it up to have a reference point. So it'd probably be about here. Let me see, is that right? Do I have space to move between them? Ooh, it's a little tight. But with how big these are, I probably want to be as tight on my space as I can. You finished your ridiculous ammo factory the other day? You're officially swimming in explosives now. Swimming in explosives. You should move to Texas with that kind of goal in your life. I think I might be able to make this work. I feel like we have just enough room to make this work. So that would put the next fuel generator lined up right there. Okay. And that means, can I get this one where I want it to be? I think we can. All right. I think that's doable. The problem is the floor above this is going to have a much harder time with that big giant bulb thing. Nukes are a lot of fun, but you launch yourself across the map with Pulse Nobelisks is your favorite. Okay, that's crazy. All right, so 133. I'm going to need to somehow keep track of 133. So how many of these can I make right now? Let's make as many as I can make, and I'm going to do some math on it. So this would be that. Okay, so I can make 4. So I need 129 more of these guys. Holy shnikes. 129. Okay. You hate these stupid bulb things with a passion? There's another bulb on the way on this platform. This one here. Let's see. Man, I'm kind of thinking I need to just build straight up. Kind of thinking I just shouldn't build here unless I do a single line, but... Let's see if that one's going to mess us up. It's lined up right here. Looks like I'll probably be able to build around this one. Oh, man. I think the other side's even worse to try to build with, right? Let me go check the other side. Because if I can do the other side, maybe I can do that. There's a guy there. I think that bulb is going to be a similar thing. I really wish you could just cut these things down. I don't know why they don't... Well, I probably know why. They probably don't let you cut them down because they want this to define the biome, but... I tried blowing them up last time and that doesn't work. You know your factory is tall once you've gotten over the tops of the massive obstacles the devs intentionally put in your way. Yeah, I kind of think I just need to go to the next level up. I think it was Bacon Ninja said you should put another row next to it, but these things just make me feel like I can't not have this be any sort of expandable this way. So let me just deconstruct all these guys. We're gonna go upwards, which means I'm gonna have to pump fuel up, which I don't love, but until they make a way to deconstruct these bulbs, I kind of feel like I just don't even have a choice. Okay, what the hell is going on with my visual lag there? Come on, game. It's like the lighting shadows are causing lag right now or something. Jesus, the shadows keep turning on and off. No idea what's causing that. I could put a 4-meter foundation on it. If it's not going to be even, I'm not going to like it, I don't think. Because I'm just going to build up because I know I'm not going to have any obstacles if I build up. I got an aluminum lock. Did I unlock the hover pack? Yep. I haven't used it much yet, but we have it. It's really... Okay, there we go. I should actually use that to get up and down more. There we go. All right, so... let's see here. 144. So this fuel... Do I have excess fuel in this pipe? I do. I actually shouldn't have excess fuel because I built one extra than I needed. So I don't think I want to combine this pipe with wherever we pump in the next level of fuel generators. Hold shift to go faster, double tap C to shut it off midair. Okay. Ran floating through the air with a chainsaw is probably an epic sight. Alright, so I can build 4 of these. Let me build 4 generators, then I'm going to have to figure out how many floors of these generators we're going to need. This is going to be a lot of floors. I think I was able to fit... I think this is 33 or 34 with these, so that meant there was 30 per floor. I think it's about 5 floors or more of fuel generators. Oh boy. That is going to be a lot of generators. Okay, no, I actually put them as close together as I could, didn't I? Yes. Okay. So there. All right, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to pack them in. You can do the control trick to snap them faster. Oh yes, thank you. And I am going to pack them in. Okay, can I lag forever? Yes, I can. I feel like I'm auto-saving more often than I want to be. Is it still on 15 minutes? Okay, it is. All right, so can I change this number right here? Can I type in this number? Yes. So 129. That's how much stuff I need. All right. That is a lot of floors. So let me... I think this floor is built already. Okay. So let's use all the concrete we have in our inventory now to get the floors built. So that will be here. How tall is this? One. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is the height of the floor. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. This. Can I figure out if it's 30 per floor, how many floors I'm going to need for this? 5. I think we're going to need 6 more floors. So 1 and then 5 more above this. Holy shnikes, that's going to be a lot of floors. This is going to be... This might be... I think this might end up being taller than my main factory. Building this upwards. Goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come on. There we go. Your fuel plant is literally an offshore oil rig. It's a 22 by 22 platform, 3 levels high. I'm kind of starting to think that maybe I need it to be wider in a place where I have more airspace. But these giant bulbs are making that really... Wow, there's a slug on top of that. These giant bulbs are making it really tough. I really wish I could deconstruct them somehow. But let's at least get the floors built. So this will be 1, 2... This will be the 3rd floor. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This. Maybe I build this up until the height when I will have infinite space. And then I'll start spreading out or something. Yeah, there are nukes in Satisfactory once you get into nuclear power, I think. Alright, so what is that? Which floor is that? 1, 2, 3. This is the 4th. So I go 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that's right. There. I don't know what you use the nukes for, but maybe there's some things at late, like maybe you have to use those to get access to those fractaling things or whatever those are called. It's a nuke Nobelisk, basically Nobelisk plus encased uranium cells. Oh. Yeah. So this I think is the 6th floor, so I think I need one more. Maybe this is the 5th, I need the 6th. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. All right, so it's time to start filling out these floors. Let me actually, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave, actually, I'm gonna build one of these on each floor so I know that I got the height correct. so I don't accidentally make a floor, the entire floor, and it turns out to be the wrong height. Hold on, I'm going to run out of concrete almost immediately. So we know this height is correct because we are just above the smokestacks, and the smokestacks are coming through the floor, right? Yes, that's correct. Okay. So I need to build... The way I have this is the first one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over and 1 space over. Okay, so it should be. This is going to throw off my numbers when I place this. Each one of these fuel generators I place is going to lower that number by 1, but that's fine. So that should be 1 over. And that is lined up. Okay, so that's correct. Go up to the next floor. Make sure we got the height of our floors correct. In the wise words of Homer J. Simpson, kaboom! I don't know, that sounds like something Beavis and Butthead would say, not Homer Simpson, but okay. Right, that looks right. Good. There. Okay, that's enough space to build this guy. I guess maybe if I did the right laugh, it would be more Homer J. Simpson and less Beavis S. Butthead, or whatever his middle initial is. Just a stupidly powered Noblest kills everything but the plant. The giant whale ticks in 1 hit. Like a Fallout mini nuke. Oh god, that's crazy. Okay. So this guy goes right there. Okay. That is lined up correctly. Okay. I probably don't have enough concrete to do one more, but let's find out. Okay. Let's do just enough to build this thing so I can have the check the height. That'll be right here. There. And there. Okay. All right, so it's right along this edge, right here. Okay. And now I need more concrete. Oh man, this is going to be a long build. I probably don't even finish building all the fuel generators today, but we'll find out. So let me go. I've built 3 extras of those. Let me just do this. Go 1, 2, 3, just to keep track of that. Once I get above this bulb, it looks like then I can start spreading out. So maybe at the floor I'm on, I can actually, well, I have to figure out how far I can spread out. Plus, when I'm done, I'll have 20,000 megawatts of power. Nice. Hopefully that means I won't need to build power for at least a stream or 2. That sounds like a lot. That's a lot of power. All right, sort, take all, and that's all I can fit for now. Okay. That is definitely going to be the tallest building in my factory so far, is this giant fuel generator factory. And this isn't even taking into account the polymer resin I need to deal with and change my plastic and rubber build from all this polymer resin as a side product, side effect, whatever the word is I'm trying to think of. Okay, so that one's built. That guy's built. I think I'll just do these two more. Even if I need another floor, what I'm going to do is plan on... That is the right height, right? Yes. Plan on spreading out now that I'm high enough that I won't overlap any of these bulb thingies, I think. Okay, so this all the way across. And let's build this guy as a reference point. Be right here. This one right here. This and this. And that's the last field generator I can currently make. Okay. That's all those I can make. Let's fill out these floors one at a time. So that floor I already finished. So now I just need to do this. It's time for a Zoop foundation building stream, everybody. And to lag my computer all to hell, most likely. How far over do I need to go? I only need to go over to here until I am spreading out, whenever that will be. You don't think I'm that close to it yet, but there's a max rolled height that if you go above it, you die. Okay, I need to definitely be careful of that. Tell me I didn't grab anything over there and deconstruct it. Looks like everything's still okay. Okay. Well, once we get to that height, then we can surely build sideways as much as we need then. Or maybe I should say horizontally instead of vertically. Okay. Start being in fog before you hit the maximum height. It's really high up. Okay, so there's at least that tell. That will be in fog. But I don't think we're getting close. Ooh, I don't know. Maybe we're getting closer. I see some clouds up above us. But maybe that's just an indicator that it's about to rain. I don't know. Okay. Whew, the lag when I place all these things, though. Two. Is that the edge? That's the edge. I should just be grateful that Zoop is still a thing. Because if I had to do this without Zoop mode, oh man, it'd be way worse. Which is what we used to have to do way back when. Okay. What is the consequence of death in this game? You drop your inventory and you have to go pick it up. It's not that big a deal. You actually even keep your character stuff on. You just drop everything that's here and you gotta go pick it up again. Death is but... I'm trying to think of something profound. Death is just the start of a new adventure. I don't know. Okay. Okay, that's all we need there. Okay. Death is like taking the red pill. You get to see how deep the rabbit hole goes, says Morpheus. At some point I'll be better served by building in other areas of the map. The game performs better if you spread out. Really? Okay, that's good to know. I'm not even going to place that foundation because I need just as much concrete as possible. So the game performs better if I'm not just really close to all my automation going on all the time, I guess. That makes sense. Or where I'm not close to a bunch of fluid dynamics having to be computed or something. It's Unreal Engine thing, apparently. Memory limits per zone or something. Okay, interesting. Okay. How many more do we have? I think 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 5. This. At the edge, that looks good. Let's max it out and deconstruct the excess probably faster. I feel like a lot of game devs are swapping over to Unreal Engine 5. I'm guessing this game is far too developed to try to do anything like that. You know, actually, I think I need to go even one more, so we have the excess covered there. Because 133.33 equals 134, basically. Okay. Let me see. We go to right here. And apparently Unreal Engine 5 is able to do some pretty crazy things. I could have made a pun there, but I purposefully did not make a pun about Unreal. Okay. There. Which I'm sure Pieboy does not approve of me not doing a pun. This. 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 And that's enough there. There we go. You find my lack of pun disturbing. They actually are looking at UE5, but yeah, it would be a massive rework. You don't think they'll do it? Yeah, I don't blame them. More concrete. One of the MMOs I'm following that I want to eventually play when it's, you know, actually a full game is Ashes of Creation. And they're in alpha, and they just finished doing a pretty huge conversion to convert it all over to UE5, which has apparently made developing stuff a lot faster and better, but I'm sure it's a massive thing to make that happen. I almost have no concrete left. Okay, I think this will be just enough for what we're doing here. UE5 completely deprecated the physics engine. Deprecated. I don't know what that means. That's a big word. So they'd have to redo all the game's physics, plus probably the entire terrain system. Yeah, that sounds crazy. Pieboy force chokes Rand. No! I am Obi-Rand Kenobi. I do not fall for your silly mind tricks, Darth Pi. Strike me down and I will become more powerful than you could possibly imagine. You're only a master of evil, Darth. But he has the pie ground. Okay, that was good. That's a pun, but that was a good one. He has the pie ground. Don't do it, Anakin. The circle is now complete. Once I was the learner, now I am the master. Only a master of pie ground, Darth. There. Okay. And let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 8 across. It'll be better this way than having to deconstruct stuff. 8. 8. 8. 8, and I think one more. One more. All right, one more floor. We got plenty of concrete for it. Good. And then I'll start having to grab all these materials to just build the actual fuel generators. This is one crazy build, man. Crazy. Oh wait, 2 more floors. Looks like I just didn't have a generator for that top one. Okay. Let's see. So, like that, yes. This guy here, okay. Praise the Zoop mode. Praise the Zoop mode. And I don't need to do that one. Okay. Force is strong with you, but you are not a Jedi yet. Is this Darth Pi talking to Obi-Wan Kenobi about me not being a Jedi? I am so totally Jedi. Every time I walk into a grocery store, I go like this to open the door. If that's not a Jedi, I don't know what is. Like, Viscera cleanup detail was used in UE3, and they've been working on porting it to UE4 for so long that UE5 is out. Viscera cleanup detail. I definitely don't know what a lot of these game engine nomenclature wording things mean. If you don't stop, I'll give your character arc to J.J. Abrams. No! No! I'll never join you! That is the worst thing you could possibly do. What an evil thing. What an evil thing to threaten. Only a Darth Pi would threaten such a horrible thing and deal in absolutes like this. There. 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 And okay, that's good. All right, one more floor. VCD is an awesome game. You're basically the janitor that comes in to clean up after the Doom guy does his thing in a random underground research base. Oh, yeah, I've heard of that. I think Darth Vader took a chair from the Jedi Council and just sits in it. Who's the master now? That totally sounds like something Darth Vader would do. Now who doesn't have a seat on the Jedi Council? Who has the last laugh now? What's his name? Mace Windu. Okay, this. And let's see how far across we're going. To, I believe it's here. Yes, so get rid of this guy. These guys. All right, almost done. One last floor, and hopefully this is enough floors for 130 fuel generators. Gersh, that's a letter for your generators. All right, and this is the one we don't need. Yep. Okay. If he wanted to go full Karen mode, he would find Mace Windu's seat and totally just poop right on top of it. This is what I think of your Jedi seat, your master chair, Mace Windu. $130. You had 75 and never felt like you needed that many. I'm doing this because of how many... I probably don't need this many. There's no kill like overkill. But yes, this is because that's how much fuel we will be actually generating. Not because we actually need that much power. But I'm hoping if I do this, this will be the last power generation I'll ever need. But I'm going by the math of how much 600 oil will get me running through refineries and then the blenders. There we go. That should do that. Okay. You think I won't even need nuclear with this? Which is great, because I would like to not need nuclear. Alright, so I want to actually clear out... oh, well, no. How much... Do I have exactly 500 concrete? Oh, no. Okay, we have a little extra. I want to clear out a little space for the amount of stuff I'm going to need. So what I'm going to do is build walls until I'm out of concrete and iron. That's what I'm going to do. Let's go all the way down to the bottom floor and just build walls till we're out of stuff. Okay. Oops. Just to clear out inventory space. There, and I'll do the floor here for concrete. Emptying out. Depends on how big of a project part factory you want to build. Those 10,000 project parts for the last phase. Use a fair amount of fuel to make plastic and rubber. Well, that's the other thing. I can actually, if I'm just producing too much power, then I can do some conversion things if needed. Alright, a little bit more concrete. So what I'll do is fill out these floors until I'm below 500 concrete, so I'll have at least one. Just have one stack of concrete still in my inventory. There we go, that's below one stack. Alright, now we can start dumping materials into our inventory and start building fuel generators like crazy. You update 5 project part factory, use 25,000 megawatts and still needed 16 hours to build everything. Wow. 16 hours. Are you talking about to complete the phase 4? I assume that's what you mean to when you say you needed to complete it. Okay, so how am I going to spread this out evenly? Rubber, motor, heavy modular frames, quick wire. Motors are the lowest stacking stuff, so this is the worst. Well, this and heavy modular frames, I guess. Let's go 3 stacks of each of those, and then we'll work from there. Okay. So rubber, quick wire, computers. Actually, computers are about the same. How many computers? That's 3 stacks. Okay. Rubber and quick wire. Alright, and then we'll go 3 stacks of quick wire since that stacks up pretty high. Click all. Alright, let's go start building. This is going to take many trips back and forth to get all these. But we got to do it if we want all this power, I guess. Phase 4, that's making 1 per minute of the ones you need to make 1,000 of, and 4 per minute of the other 2. Okay. That's very well calculated of you. Did you have them all turn on at the exact same time so that they'd be finished at the exact same time? Alright, so now we just start placing them on this floor. I cannot believe how many of these generators I'm about to make. Okay. Alright, so control. Use control. There we go. This will be much faster to use control here. Let's try using our hover pack for this, since I've not used this before. Problem is, I don't think I'm going to be in range to use my hover pack for this. Oh, crap. Every time I mess one up, I have to add one here. Okay, and out of motors, all right. So the motors are the thing that we run out of first, okay. Now I know. Computer's 100, heavy modular frames 100, and we run out of motors, okay. So I need to get bigger stacks of motors than anything else. You don't think they all finish at the same time because of debugging problems, but for the most part you powered up everything at once. You're going bigger this time, probably 4 times that amount. Ooh, speaking of, it's not worth doing if you're not going to overdo it. Speaking of overdoing. Okay. Why do they call it the fuel generator? When you in the cold fuel, I'll eat the hot electro. Wow, that sentence needs some work. What you said, I don't understand that sentence. Okay, so let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Let's do that, and then we'll get heavy modular frames and computers. This, come on. That, and this, and the next lowest was rubber. And we'll go 1 extra stack of quick wire, although I feel like everything else we're looking pretty good, but let's grab that. Clearly I did not understand that. I did not, no. I think what you're saying is, how are we getting hot electricity from cold fuel? Is that what you're trying to say? Why do they call it the fuel generator when you in the cold fuel? Is that supposed to be put in? Put in cold fuel? Out, eat. It's a nonsense joke. Oh. Well, congratulations. I could not understand the nonsense joke, so you succeeded. How are you doing, Spectre? Good to see you. I look as young as a baby. I do, with my shaved face, don't I? I definitely do. Okay. Okay, there. And one more. There. Now, how do I get down off of this thing? C? Double click something. Go faster. I don't know actually how to get down off of this. Why do they call it an oven when you in the cold food? Out the eat hot food. Okay. I guess I've never heard that meme joke before. Let's go a little bit higher, because I think higher will let me place these easier. This. Although we're getting out of range of a power line, it looks like. This. How are scuba lessons? You haven't gone diving in a few years, but you loved it. They don't start until this Friday. Well, I apparently signed up after they'd filled up all the classes, so they started a new class on Friday, but I don't know if it's happening or not, because if the class on Friday doesn't happen, I will start on Saturday, actually, so. All right, so that time we ran out of motors, heavy modular frames first, okay. So either Friday or Saturday is when I'll have my first class. I'm really looking forward to it. My apartment has a pool, so I just swam around with my mask to test it out and the snorkel that I bought. I will say, buying the gear for scuba lessons is pretty darn expensive. I think I spent $400 just on the gear. That doesn't even include the lessons. And that doesn't include anything with like a tank or anything. They're just like mask, snorkel, the dive boots, the fins, and maybe one or two other random things. It was like $400. I probably didn't need to buy the stuff that they sold at the store, but I was like, you know what? They know what the good stuff is. So I'll just buy from them. I got a little bit of a discount, but I assume it's like any hobby. If you want to get good gear, you got to spend money. I assume it's going to be expensive anytime you do something like this. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to need more computers. This. That was the original you just quoted? Yeah. I practice clearing water from the mask. I don't remember exactly how to do that. So I think it's something about you exhale through your nose when you're in there or something. I think or press it up against, well, I forget exactly how to do it. That's another thing I'm supposed to actually have an online training course before the lessons happen too. So I need to actually have those start. I have to call them today after the stream in case they didn't email me a response after my email the other day to say, hey, forgot to give me that email link. Remember to fight your impulse to vent the human. I'll do my best. It's expensive. Mask, snorkel, fins is always where they tell you to start. Then you buy a regulator, then a BCD, then a dive computer. No reason to buy tanks unless you dive where you live because you're not going to travel with it. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Okay, that floor is done. Up to the next floor. Yeah, I just have the starting gear. I don't know what a BCD is. If you want to get good gaming gear, you got to spend money on the RGB. Tilt up and blow from your nose into the mask is how you clear it. Friend of yours used to install kitchen work surfaces. Okay. But they arrested him for counterfeiting. I should have known what was coming. I should have known his Wambambola. Should have known that was coming. Okay, can I do this? Looks like I can do this. Okay. Let's see how long we'll be able to do this till it kicks us off. Should have known. You know, you make that pun, and there's actually... Yep, and there we're out. Okay. There's actually a company whose car I see in my... either in my apartment complex or drives by that does countertops. And the name of their company is called Counterfeiters. So that pun is actually one I see fairly often around. Wham bam away! I've done my work. My work here is done. All right, all right. Thanks for that work. Probably better to go from this angle. Do multiples there. Do we have just enough for this floor to be done? Okay, nice. Now I need heavy modular frames that time. Heavy modular frames and motors. BCD is the vest buoyance control device. Okay, I did actually see those for sale at the place. I was like, I wonder if I have to buy one of those. I didn't look at the price, but I bet they're really expensive because those look like pretty high-tech things. Nobody expects the Punisher. Pretty sure local governments must give out tax breaks if you have a pun in your business title. Really? They do that? Okay. Pretty sure. If Wambambola ran the government, I'm sure they would. Let's go 5 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those, and are almost out of rubber as well. I apologize if what I'm doing is tedious, but it's just one of those build things. This is a ginormous build we're doing. Okay, let me get one more stack of quick wire. Okay. But hey, at least we have Wham Bam Bolo the Puninator, the Punisher here to keep us entertained, right? Tax breaks in government do not go in one sentence. Yes. BCDs aren't super complicated, but they're expensive because they have to be very reliable and well made, just like everything else in scuba diving. They range from expensive to stupid expensive, like 400 to 1,500 bucks. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Like when I bought the snorkel, I was like, wow, this is really expensive. But then I thought, you know, one thing I wouldn't want to have break while I'm trying to breathe underwater is a mask that lets me see and a thing that lets me breathe. Although snorkel probably less important. However, one of the things that was really cool as I was testing the snorkel is that the snorkels are made in such a way that if it goes underwater, it closes off so you don't breathe in the water. So they are definitely well made to keep you from, you know, venting yourself pretty much. How do I do this? There's a one space in between. Yeah, one space in between. And the fins are, you know, really well, like everything, like you say, everything about it is really well made to make sure. I mean, you don't want any equipment failure, you know, getting you killed pretty much. I could understand why some people wouldn't want to get into scuba diving because it seems like something that could be very scary if things go wrong. But the one time I did it, it was such a blast that I'm just really looking forward to it. Going snorkeling on my break, or was it diving? No, I'm taking scuba diving lessons. I paid a bunch of money to sign up for scuba diving classes to get PADI certified. So I'm going to actually learn how to scuba dive. I went a number of years ago. It's probably like been 4 or 5 years ago when I was still with my ex. My birthday present was we went to Puerto Vallarta in Mexico, and I went scuba diving for the first time, and I had such a blast with it. I'm pretty sure it was illegal because we paid like 50 bucks and they gave me like a 20-minute lesson before just going, okay, we're going down, which is I'm pretty sure wouldn't be legal in the US, but I didn't die and it was fun, so I'm really looking forward to being legally certified to know all the ins and outs of how to do it right without, you know, being afraid of dying. Okay, we're out of rubber that time. 3, okay, 600 rubber, quick wire, computers we're low on. 3, motors always. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and another stack of quick wire. Have fun diving and zooping. You got a bail? All right. I will do my best, my friend. You have a good one too. Shh, it was in Mexico. What happens in Mexico stays in Mexico. It's right. Don't tell anybody. It's just like Las Vegas. Although, sadly, the other thing that I did, I'm running out of rubber. That's one thing I've been worried about happening for a while. Running out of rubber. Although, it's backed up here. Oh, no, that's the fabric. Okay. I think it's because I'm taking all the computers, and I think rubber is in the line of computer stuff. So I knew eventually I was going to, that we weren't producing as much rubber as we were consuming, but everything was backed up so much that it hasn't actually been an issue until now. So that is part of the upgrade we're doing, though, is we're going to make our rubber production better soon. So after all this is done, we'll probably take that into account. But yeah, sadly, the other thing that you shouldn't do when in Mexico, apart from scuba diving illegally, is getting sucked into a timeshare. So, you know, as fun as that trip was, there were some definitely negative things that came out of it. Oh my god, the lag. There. Okay, so that's everything on this floor. Very good. All right, how are we doing? 75. We're about halfway through. Halfway through building all these fuel generators. Goodness. Okay. I mean, living in Texas, scuba diving is probably not something I'm gonna be able to do, you know. I don't know that there's that many good diving spots in Texas, so I'm probably gonna have to like go out of town to like go on trips to actually use this certification that I'm getting training for, but maybe I will find out that there are hidden gems of places to dive in Texas after doing this or something. Yeah, I'm running out of rubber every time. I might just run out of rubber before I finish this build, honestly. How far off is nuclear power? It's really far. Like, really far. It's tier 8, and I just started tier 7, and the builds in tier 7 are probably twice as complicated as the builds in tier 6. Maybe more so, I don't know. Are there any major bodies of water in Texas? I mean, the closest is the Gulf of Mexico. I mean, there's lakes and stuff. Like, there's a Lake Dallas. There's a White Rock Lake semi-near where I am. But the biggest major body of water would be the Gulf of Mexico, which is probably a 5 to 7 hour drive from where I am. But I will say the beaches on the Gulf of Mexico are probably some of the worst in the world. I've been there before, and all I remember is it smelling horrible of rotten seaweed. And that's what I remember visiting the beaches of Gulf of Mexico. Like one time I've been there. Not prime diving or beaching area, I would say. I don't know if dirty is the right word. It's just like where I went was either near Houston or Galveston. I lived in Houston for a while, and it was just like I just remember there being kelp or seaweed or something on the beach, and when that just washes up on shore and then rots in the sun, it makes a really gross rotten vegetation smell, and that's what I remember of visiting the beach. It's England. It's all about the beaches in Cornwall, huh? Are those pretty nasty beaches there, or are those nice beaches? Because there are probably some good beaches somewhere in Dallas or in Texas, but they were definitely not very nice. The ones I visited in Houston or Galveston area. You know, it can steak it up real good. Yeah, for sure. I really am doing this efficiently. I should just empty out my inventory before grabbing another stack of stuff, but because I'm running out of rubber anyway, I'm trying to give my factory time to refresh these materials as I use them. 62 more to go. Okay. I can figure this one out. So it would be fuel generator this way, directly across here. That should be right. Does that look right? That looks perfect. Okay. England beaches in Cornwall are great. You could sit at coast, listen to the waves come in all day. Well, the Puerto Vallarta beaches were amazing. So, you know, Mexico's got amazing beaches, but Texas, not as much. Maybe there's some stuff further around the coast away from where Houston and Galveston are, but all ran out of motors that time. Okay, let's go clear out our inventory more before I grab more stuff this time. How close are we? 53 more fuel generators. I have a feeling I don't have enough rubber to finish all those. I should have everything else. I think it's only rubber that I'll run out of. Alright, so I got a chest over here I can throw stuff into. Do I have my tickets on me? I probably have my tickets on me, which is not a very good idea. Oh man, I have frickin' MAMs that I haven't been doing. Cheap silica, coated cable, and fused quick wire. I know we need silica for aluminum, so I kind of think about that or quick wire. Let's go with the silica for now. I should have been doing this entire time. I just have been distracted. All right, what can I throw in here? The stuff I take to go searching for hard drives with, I guess. So those guys. Okay, that should give me some more inventory space for quick wire. 1, 2. Motors. Okay, that's good. Heavy modular frames. Let's go rubber. That is all the rubber I currently have. Yeah, we're gonna run out of rubber. Well, we'll do as many of these as we can do. And then while we're waiting for rubber to get filled back in, we'll work on the next part of the build, probably. Okay. Which would probably be figuring out the polymer resin and the rubber plastic build. That's going to be one awesome site of fuel generators once this is all completed, though. All right, at least there is still rubber coming out. It's not like we're not making any rubber, so that's good. Glad to see that. A little worried things would back up and we'd have no rubber. But looks like we're at least still making rubber. Okay, did I finish this floor? I think I finished this floor. Yeah, we're working on this floor. Okay. All right, fuel generators. There. 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 And there. Beautiful. That matches these other guys. Looks good. Okay. I probably should be checking my power, because with me grabbing all of these resources, I have a feeling there's a number of things that usually don't use power kicking on, turning on something. There. How many rubber per? It's well, like 50 per. Okay. Oh, we actually ran out of quick wire this time. Okay. All right, so we have enough for like 8 more or something like that. What a beautiful view we have of gorgeous Crater Lakes, which is now an industrial complex. Pave the world. Who cares about nature? Get out of the way, nature. Make way for progress. Okay, did we get any rubber? Nope, rubber's all being used in our factory, so. Heavy modular frames. How many per? Let me just get as many as I need. It is 10 per, so I have enough. Let's get one stack. Computers. 5 per, so that should be plenty. Quick wire 2 stacks should be plenty, I believe. And then motors, it is 15 per, so 15 times 8. Let's see. That should be more than enough there. Okay. Alright, so after I do this, I'm going to see what I need to do about changing out my rubber plastic factory. I might do some planning, but not actually do any building since we're getting close to being out of time here. And hopefully on Thursday we'll be able to finish this ginormous build. We've made good progress. And this is going to solve our power issues for maybe the rest of this playthrough, honestly, because this is an insane amount of power. Just getting the piping of the amount of fuel we're going to need for these is going to take a while. Okay, so that floor is done. This is the floor we're working on. This is the floor we're working on. Okay. But yeah, I haven't been to the beach in a while, so just have an excuse to spend some time at pools or in the water could be a fun thing for this scuba diving training I'm going to do. Can you tell I'm excited since I can't stop talking about it? I'm really excited about it. All right, so let's line this one up perfectly right here. Bam, bam. Right there. Is that? I hope that's perfectly right. That looks correct. Okay, cool. And honestly, I should probably not use all of my rubber because I'm probably going to need rubber for other things. Is rubber needed for refineries? No. Okay, for manufacturers, no. Just plastic. Actually, it looks like I might not need rubber for too much else right now. So I think I can use up all this rubber for now. Okay, cool. We will use up as much as we can. Which looks like 2 more. So we originally needed to build 140. We down to 25. Okay, we almost got there. Awesome. We got really close to building all those. Very nice. Okay, so let's see what I want to do next here. Let's figure out... Oh, do I want to do the plastic and rubber polyresin, or do I want to figure out the actual piping of the oil to the refineries? Since I haven't finished building, or the fuel generators, since I haven't finished building the fuel generators, I think I don't want to do the output of this. What I should probably figure out is the water for these guys, because the water piping is going to be kind of an issue. These guys don't need water, right? No, these guys just take the crude oil to do the polymer resin. So let's get the water figured out here. So I currently only have, I think I have 600 water a minute coming up right now. Yes, I do. I have 600 water a minute. How much do we need for 16? I need 1600 water a minute. So I need so currently I actually have the water set up so that one pipe supplies everything. So what I need is a valve at the end of where 600 water a minute would get to, and then inject another 600 water past that. So are these 100 water per? Okay, so that would be after 3. So 1, 2, 3. So after this water input, which is right there, I need a valve as far back as I can go. Let me get rid of the, nope, the support. Oh. Uh-oh, I hope I don't have Mark 1 belts other random places. Oh wait, is that a, okay, that is considered a Mark 2 pipe, right? Okay, it's considered Mark 1 is probably just because of, I guess it's the pipe junction that makes it look like it's a Mark 1. Okay, I will believe in you. Oh, valves take rubber. Okay, well that's fine. We have enough rubber for a couple of valves. Okay, so that will guarantee that it flows to the left. Is that the right direction? That is the right direction. Okay, and then what we need to do is we need to inject water right here. So that would be a junction. Let's have it go right in the middle here. Right in the middle there. And we need to inject water into here. So let me figure out where that's going to be. It's going to be right here. Okay, cool. We can work with this. So we currently have this guy going there, so I could just move this entire thing over. This, this. And we want this right in the middle of this. So we want to put one of these guys there. And we did a horizontal to vertical is what we did. Right there. That looks right. Is that good? That looks good. So this should inject the water. I just need to move this pipe with a pump on it up to here instead. There. Okay, currently, can I tell how far? Oh, I should be able to see a blue thing on this, right? Since I see, if I look at, where's the last pump? This pump is here. I should see a place on this. There it is. Perfect. And where did I have a power line? Was it there to there? Beautiful. So that should be 2 600 waters minutes. That's 1200 water. So what I say is it was 1600 water. So I actually only need another 600 water a minute, I think. Can I climb this? I might be able to hovercraft my way up, or hover thing up this way. I guess we'll find out. Very nice. Okay. All right, we fill this guy in with the medium one. Okay. And fill this in. All right, so that should be 1, 2, 3. And then we inject the extra water. Where is that? Valve, water injection. Okay, I should actually check and make sure there's water in here. Perfect. 1, 2, 3. All right, and then after the next 3, 1, 2, 3. So after this water injection, or this water, I need to inject it again. It's full of water right now, but that's because none of it's being used. So that should be another valve. As close to that as I can make it go. There. Valve 600 a minute. Okay. And then we want to inject the water here. I cannot move. God. Okay. Let's have it be right in the middle of this guy. And that would be the water for these guys. So that should be another... I should only need to do 400 water a minute for this. So let me get the piping set up. Oh, I don't have a floor for it. Okay. Okay, let's get a floor. Okay, that did not go all the way to the end. Well, I don't know what's happening to my Zoop. Come on, Zoop. This and this. All right, now we can see where this needs to go. Right here, right in the middle of this guy. Right in the middle of this one here. Right there. Okay, so, and then I just need to line up here another one of these guys. What level did I go? Like that. Good. Water. Buffer, fluid buffer. This. This. And let's go horizontal, vertical. And then I need to get 400 water a minute up here. 400 water a minute. So I'm going to need to do another one of these long, tall things and bring the water from over there. Okay, so let's figure that out. Kind of eyeball this using that as a reference point. Hopefully these things don't take rubber. Nope, they do take iron poles and stuff though. Okay. Okay. How high is that? Getting close to the height we need. Let me eyeball that. All right, that looks just about right. We'll go one extra just to make sure. Okay. Pipe is two. Oh, damn it. Horizontal to vertical. R. Auto. As far down as I can get it to go. Okay, we'll take that one. That'll work. Okay, that's good. All right, and 400 water a minute. Each of these does, I think, 150, if I'm not mistaken. Let's try to keep these as close to each other as I can. Ooh, that's nice. Right about there. It's 150, 120. 120. So, well, 400 divided by 120. 3.33. So let's just do an even 4 of these guys. I don't want to overclock because I'm trying to be power efficient. And I'm pretty sure overclocking is power inefficient. Invalid placement. Why are you giving me an invalid placement sometimes? I don't know. Is that sulfur getting in the way, I wonder? Do I need to actually mine this out so that I can have access to this water? Okay. All right, so 2 more of these guys. Let's put them behind these guys if I can. There we go. That's good. Right. There. And then this guy. There. Okay. So that should be 120 times 4. That should be more water than we need. And we're going to need to get that up to there. Okay. So Mark 1 pipes from each of these guys to as high as I can get it. Let's see here. 3 coming from that direction. Okay. So you go underneath there. You reach up there. Go there. And then if I do this, make it a little less spaghetti, or at least where I'm running into things. We go like that and that. And then we do this as a Mark II pipe from that thing. And that goes up to, and let me deconstruct these extra guys so I know where it's going. There we go. Beautiful. Power these guys, get a couple pumps, and we should be, I think, good on the water for those. I'll have to check and make sure, but I think that will be good. Actually, yeah, we'll do that and just upgrade this to a higher level guy. There. And to there. So those guys are all green. And then we will need pumps. Mark II pumps. Starting right where they all come together here. And that should show me, perfect, that. Beautiful. Finally feel like I'm kind of getting a handle on piping stuff. All right, does that reach up there? It does, okay. So let's go see if this will work, if I can put this on. Fly up to here. $600 a minute flow rate, that's good. And autosave. Okay. Is it 600 a minute? 600 a minute. 602 fill a minute. Okay, beautiful. So that should, although that actually should only be 400 a minute, but it probably built up in the pipe or something. That, I believe, should be the water situation fixed for these guys. We'll have to test this once everything's running. But we are injecting extra water. 600, then 600, then 400 for the last couple of guys. 480 actually, so a little, hopefully a little more than it needs. And valves keeping it flowing the right way. I might actually not need the valves in there. But okay, so that's the water. I think I'm gonna have to call it a day there because let's do one last thing. Let's power these guys. Let's plug them all in, get the power lines, and then we'll call it a day. Because the last thing we're going to have to do is figure out fuel flow to our generators, and then the polymer resin going down to our plastic and rubber production. Those are going to be pretty large and in charge, just difficult builds to do, so. We will work on those things on Thursday, will be the plan. So, Mind Jive, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. There. This guy will be between these guys. Okay, so let's get these all plugged in. They won't do anything because their inputs are not done yet. Even their outputs aren't really done yet. But Thursday we'll be able to finish this whole build, which has been pretty awesome. Why is this already connected? Because we already had some in. Okay, I need to deconstruct these guys. Hopefully that was not plugged in anything important. Shouldn't be, because nothing over here is actually running. This. And this. And these guys. Okay. This will need to be this to bring power over there. Replaced a bunch of these power lines from before. Okay, no more there. Okay, good. And here. There. And here. Okay. These probably plugged into these guys that are not even running anymore since I don't have the fuel for it. Okay, and then the last thing would be to plug in, how much power do these things use? 75 megawatts per those things. Compared to 30 megawatts of on a, what is this thing called? A refinery. Let me look at my power. This blue line is gonna shoot up once I plug in those other things. I'm hoping that like 20 batteries or something I have will be able to handle the excess power draw once all these things start kicking in. I'm a little worried about that, but I think the extra, all the batteries we have will keep us safe on that. That's, you know, famous last words probably. It should be fine. I'm not going to do any math on it. It'll be fine. And we'll be able to turn on and see what blenders look like next time we play. I'm excited to see the animation since people talk about how much they like the animation on these things. Okay, so that's the last of those guys. I love this triple pipe line under here. That's awesome. I love it because I also can just run through here easily. Still have access to everything with this setup. If we need to for maintenance or swapping stuff out or anything. Future Rand will appreciate it, I hope. And if he doesn't, well, F that guy. He's ungrateful. So ungrateful, that Future Rand. Okay. Beautiful. So yeah, that blue line shot up pretty high, but the gray line will skyrocket once this all starts going. So my friends, that is a great place to stop. We'll call it a GG cookie time. Next time, what we're going to need to work on is, oh wow, this looks really cool. I really need to see this in action. We need to get the polymer resin output from those guys going down to figure out what we're going to do with that plastic and rubber wise. We're going to need to get the output of fuel from all these guys piped over to all of those generators. Look at all those generators. And we'll need to get more rubber so we can finish making the last 25 generators. So really good progress today. Thank you for all the people who joined. That raid earlier was amazing. I hope if anybody did have a good time hanging out, they'll come join us again. We're going to play some more of this on Thursday. Tomorrow is Wednesday, the saltiest day of the week. Thank you, Panda Bear Productions, for the follow. Appreciate that. Salty Wednesday is always hard mud, no pause, FTL streaking. So come hang out for that if you want some salt in your day. And then Friday we'll be playing some more V Rising most likely. So thank you all again for all the support. Bits, follow, subs, give the subs, hanging out, lurking, following, all that awesome stuff. Y'all make it possible for me to do this. So until next time, Deflinic, thank you for the follow. I will see you all next time. So peace out, happy gaming, enjoy this sea shanty, and y'all have a great night. Later, my friends. Y'all rock.